Hello everyone, welcome to Bharat Kranti. Today we are starting a very important series, detailed explanation of UPSC Civil Service Examination Syllabus. And this series covers the syllabus explanation of prelims, mains and also the interview. Let me tell you one point very honestly at the beginning. If I explain the entire UPSC Civil Services Syllabus, prelims, mains, okay, in mains we have language papers, essay, 4 GS papers, optionals, optional we will not see detailed, but okay, and interview. If I explain everything in one video, it will be extremely long and most people will not be able to watch it in one sitting. Okay, it becomes very difficult for them to sit from start to end. So I am going to break this into parts and this is the first part. Okay, so this is the part 1. Now here I am going to do 3 things. I will read the syllabus line as given by UPSC for prelims, for language papers, for essay, for GS, for every paper. I will first read the syllabus line exactly as given by UPSC. Then I will explain what that particular line means. Okay, it's not just mere reading. I will explain what that particular line means so that you understand what does UPSC mean by that particular syllabus portion. Then I will give you some examples to help you understand it comprehensively. Okay, so that your preparation aligns with UPSC expectations. Okay, another very important announcement. Before going further, I will suggest everyone to watch these 2 videos we have made because learning should be in a logical order. We strongly believe that. We have made this first video, see in the right side, all about UPSC Civil Services Examination explained. So if you are a newer aspirant or if you have not cleared your prelims till now, I suggest you to watch this video very strongly. This is mandatory for everyone. Everything about the UPSC Civil Services explained here. If you are already basically aware of the civil services, then you can move on to the next video, philosophy of UPSC Civil Services Examination. And this is a must video for everyone because here the philosophy, why the syllabus is framed this way is detailedly explained. When you understand why syllabus is framed in a particular way, you will understand what to read and how to read. Okay, so this second video is very, very important. You will not find such videos on YouTube. Okay, it is a very rare video that I can guarantee you. For those people whose optional is sociology, I also want to remind one thing, that we have a channel for sociology optional also. So you can follow it. The content on this channel is going to increase. And I would also like to make another announcement that here I am giving a broad overview of the syllabus. What is the syllabus given by UPSC for history? What is the syllabus given by UPSC for geography? What is the syllabus given by UPSC for CSAT, Civil Services Aptitude Test, etc. But for subtopics, detailed micro syllabus of each and every subject. What are the topics you should read in history? What are the topics you should read in geography? What are all the topics you should read in polity? That we will explain in separate videos, separate subject-wise playlist. Okay, so please keep watching our channel videos, keep like, share and subscribe and share it to your friends also. Okay, expand our community. Okay, you will find everything here including CSAT by the time of prelims and even by the time of mains. We will try to ensure all the relevant content is available here on our channel for free. It definitely beats all the coaching institutes. Okay, Now moving on, without wasting any further time, moving on. As you are well aware, there are 3 stages in UPSC CSE exam. So preliminary stage, which is stage 1, it is an objective exam. MCQs will be given to you. Here the answer is objective. It is not depending on subjectivity of any person. It is objective. Objective means it is same for everyone. There is no confusion in understanding. You will be given multiple choice questions or MCQs, which will have 4 options. And among the 4 options, only one is the right answer. You have to identify it. You have to identify it. So answer is same for everyone. That is why it is objective. Stage 2 mains exam is subjective. Answer depends on you. UPSC will give only question, not options. And you have to write the answer in 2 pages or 3 pages as per the directions of the paper. So you will write with your own handwriting long answer. It is subjective. It is different for everyone. It is also called descriptive. You will write a long answer, descriptive answer. So preliminary is objective, mains is subjective, descriptive. Okay. Then personality test or interview is the 3rd stage, where your personality will be tested by a group of people, group of panel, directly. Okay, face to face. So these are 3 stages. Now starting with the pattern. Briefly I am explaining the prelims pattern so that you can understand the syllabus better. There are 2 papers conducted on the same day, and morning paper is called paper 1 or general studies paper. Here there will be 100 questions. Each question will be 2 marks. So total is 200 marks. For every wrong answer, you are supposed to identify the right answer. If you mark a wrong answer, there you will be given an OMR sheet where you will be bubbling the answers. There will be question paper, I will show you. Reading the question, you will mark the answer, you will bubble the answer on the OMR sheet. If you mark the wrong answer, 1/3 marks of that question will be cut. That means 1/3 of 2 marks is 0.66 or 0.67 will be cut from your final score. For every right answer, you will get 2 marks. If you do not mark any answer, no marks, 0 marks. You will not get anything, there will be nothing deducted. If you write a wrong answer, 0.66 or 0.67 marks will be cut from your final score. For every wrong answer, 1/3. Exam duration will be 2 hours. And this particular score in this particular paper will be counted for merit. That means, based on the number of available jobs, based on the candidates UPSC can allow for mains exam, it will decide a cutoff for like 200 marks overall paper. Overall paper is for 200 marks. So UPSC can say only people who score above 85 only will appear mains exam. So 85 will be the cutoff. So UPSC can set a mark, a reference mark, which is called cutoff. Okay, so that is why, and everyone who is scoring above this cutoff mark and also qualifying the second paper, CSAT paper, they can attend the mains. So that is what counting for merit means. Here, how much you score matters. People who score more have an advantage. People who score less has a disadvantage. Next comes the CSAT paper or Civil Services Aptitude Test, CSAT paper. Here the questions will be 80 and each question is 2.5, not 2. Paper 1 it is 2, but here it is 2.5. But total is 200 only. Okay, 80 into 2.5, total is 200 marks. Paper is 200 marks. Here also, if you mark any wrong answer, 1/3 negative marks will be cut from your total score. Exam again 2 hours. This paper is only qualifying. This is not counted for merit. 33% you have to score. 33% out of 200 means again it is coming around 67 marks. So if you are scoring above 67, you will be considered for mains if you also score above cutoff in paper 1. Here there is no advantage for any person who is scoring maximum, like whether you score 120 or whether you score 80, both are same, both have qualified. You just have to mark, you just have to cross that qualifying mark 67. And here UPSC will not set the qualifying mark. Qualifying mark is already fixed before the exam, which is 67. But paper 1 is not like that. Here UPSC will decide the cutoff mark based on the number of candidates, their scores, etc. If many people are scoring higher, cutoff will be higher. If majority of the aspirants scoring lesser, cutoff will be lower that year. If paper is easy, everybody will score high, cutoff will go high. If paper is difficult, people will score less and cutoff will be low. Okay, so do not worry. Even if you did not perform well in the exam, it does not depend on you. It also depends on the performance of the other candidates also. Okay, so this is the pattern. So see here, this is how questions will come in the first paper, morning paper, general studies paper. You will be given a question and you will be given 4 options. You have to identify the one answer from them. This is how questions will be in the afternoon paper, CSAT paper. Okay, I will explain what is the syllabus in the CSAT paper in later slides. So here also it is MCQ form, question followed by 4 options. So I am explaining the first paper, morning paper, general studies paper. So general studies paper, first syllabus line is current events of national and international importance. This syllabus I have taken from the official notification of UPSC. In a few days, UPSC will also release its 2026 notification. It is already delayed actually. It is supposed to come on January 14th, but it got delayed. But in a few days, you will see UPSC releasing its notification for 2026. The same, more or less the same syllabus will be there in the upcoming notification also. So this you can consider as official version of syllabus. So first syllabus line is current events of national and international importance. What is current events of national and international importance? See the line, break it into keywords. Current events, that means something happening right now in current times. Events of national importance, that means not a very small event, only bigger events which are of national importance. Then current events of international importance. Okay, that means events related to India and also events related to world. Take for example, recently UAE president of the country, United Arab Emirates in the Gulf region, has visited India to strengthen ties with India. Now these two countries, India and UAE, wants to help each other. Okay, we want to get some natural gas from them. These are the countries, Gulf countries are rich in oil and natural gas, etc. So India wants some natural gas, good quality gas at the lowest prices. So we are helping each other. They want something else from India. Okay, so this particular event or whatever the agreements this UAE and India makes will be very important for India. This is an event of national importance. Or take for example, Donald Trump is on fire. Few days back, America has conducted a special military operation in the country of Venezuela. Venezuela is a country in South America. They have kidnapped the president of Venezuela and taken him to US because he is not favoring them. He is not listening to them. US have multiple reasons to do this. Now Trump also wants Greenland. They want Greenland as a part of US. Okay, so this is worrying many countries for various reasons. When you analyze current affairs, by the way, also we are also making current affairs video. We will also be making regular current affairs videos on our channel. Okay, so please also follow us for current affairs content. We will try to cover maximum current affairs which are required for civil services, both prelims and mains. Okay, so whatever Donald Trump is doing recently, it is very important from the world perspective. So you should follow events like this. And where will you get these events? Where do you get this information? Usually in the newspapers, news channels. Okay, so that is why everybody recommend every aspirant to follow newspapers. Okay, why? Because this is how we get content given in the syllabus, current events of national and international importance. Okay, at the same time, one more point. Let's say a person killed another person and it is in news. Is that an event of national importance? It is not. It may be gruesome, it may be heart-wrenching, but that is not relevant to syllabus. So you should also know what not to study. Then a politician of party A criticizes a politician of party B. Is it an event of national importance? No. This criticism is normal. Politicians always do this. Okay, so ordinary news you can ignore. Only those news which have issues, themes that are very much relevant to the country and the world, you should read it. Okay, moving on. Next syllabus line is History of India and Indian National Movement. So read closely. History of India. So history of India. What is India's history? Where do I start? So in this particular section, we will start from almost like 1 lakh years ago, Paleolithic period. It is called Paleolithic period. We will start from that point, almost from primitive humans. But the actual history of India, the India we are seeing today, starts around 2500 BC from Indus Valley civilization, Harappan civilization. Okay. So from 2500 BC, we will start reading very detailedly. Before that, we will just see a brief overview. So do not worry. Do I have to read 1 lakh years of history? No, you don't have to. Just like spend a half an hour from what happened till 2500 BC throughout your preparation. I'm saying from 2500 BC, pay attention. From Indus Valley civilization, this is called ancient period. Okay. From ancient older times to till almost 8th century, 9th century in India. It is called ancient India. From 8th century, 9th century, Muslim kings started arriving into India. Foreigners started arriving into India. So the culture of India, the nativity of India started changing. So this is called medieval period and it continued till almost 16th century. By this time, 15th, 16th century, Europeans started coming. Among all the foreigners, particularly Europeans, white people started coming to India. Now it has changed India very rapidly in far different ways. This is called modern Indian period. We are still in modern Indian period. So Indian history is broken into ancient, medieval, modern. So you will be reading all this. Okay, it will be very interesting actually. Then among all the syllabus, you should focus on Indian national movement. See, it is clearly given, Indian national movement. So Indian national movement. So the freedom struggle which we have done. Till 1850s, 1860s, there is no such thing called India. People do not have this feeling that we are all single country called India. But in 1850s, 1860s, something, things will happen. You will read in history. So we start to get an idea called India. A land whose culture is very different from these white people who are ruling us. We have realized that we are fundamentally different. This fundamental difference given birth to an idea called India. And by 1885, there is a clear demand that we want a country called India and we want independence for it. So from 1885, we will be having Indian national movement in full scale. You will read from 1885 to 1947. What happened for this freedom struggle? Because in 1947, we ultimately got this independence. So our national movement has achieved its intended objective. So this is the history of India and Indian national movement. Moving on. Next is Indian and world geography. Geography. First come to geography. Geography is subdivided into multiple parts. Physical geography, human geography, social geography, economic geography. So basically geography deals with variations across the globe, variations across regions. How North India is different from South India, how India is different from USA, how Northern Hemisphere is different from Southern Hemisphere. So this is what geography deals. Now which aspect of the difference? Is it land or is it resources, iron, natural gas, or is it people? India and China are heavily populated. Antarctica is almost zero population. So based on which aspect you focus on, which difference you focus on, geography is divided into different types of geography, sub classification, physical geography, social geography, economic geography, etc. So all of this you will read for both India and the world, okay, for both India and the world. So that is what this particular syllabus is about. Next comes Indian polity and governance, constitution, political system, panchayati raj, public policy, right issues, etc. All of this what is given is not the syllabus. See the etc. in the end. That is the syllabus. Etc. means everything. Not just what is given in here. They have given only constitution, political system, panchayati raj, public policy, right issues only. But in the end they have put etc. So when they have put etc. it means things like these. Not just this. Things all are like this. So anything that can be fit in polity and governance come under this portion. So what is polity? Polity is political system. India's political system. Structure. Okay? Our political structure. Governance is the process of ruling the country. Polity is the structure. Governance is the process. How we actually rule. Let me explain by an example. My house is a structure. It will have furniture. It will have a furniture, it will have TV, it will have walls, it will have doors. The structure is polity, it is fixed. Within that structure, my day-to-day processes will go on. I will eat, where I will eat, it is up to me. Structure is same, but in which room I will eat depends on my particular mood. What I will eat, where I will sleep, okay, where I will put which furniture, etc. So this is called governance. Okay, I hope you have understood. So we have a political structure. We have decided our prime minister will be the most powerful, not president. Now we have two top leaders, president and prime minister. But we have given most power to prime minister, not president. We have also governments at state level. Okay, so this is the structure we have decided. How the structure operates day to day to rule the people is the governance. In this process, you will read Constitution. Constitution is the basic rule book of India. Why Srimati Draupadi Murmu is the current president of India? Because Constitution said so. Constitution is the basic rule book. Everyone in India, Prime Minister, President, and you, everyone has to follow these rules called Constitution. It is a rule book we have made ourselves. There are no kings here whose words are final. In ancient times, whatever king said, it is final. Today, king says, paint that person's house in red. Tomorrow, the same king says, paint the person's house in blue. It is up to him. No, there is no one to stop him. Everything as per his whims and fancies. But it is not like that. We have made a constitution and we have made basic rules for ourselves. Okay, so here you will read Constitution, polity and governance. So why Srimad Draupadi Murmu is the president? Because Constitution said so. In Constitution, it was written that India will conduct elections in this way, and whoever wins that election, he or she will be the president, and Srimad Draupadi Murmu has won the election as per the process mentioned in the Constitution. That is why she is the president. Everything has to be done by the rule book. Moving on, economic and social development. Okay, sustainable development, poverty, inclusion, demographic, social sector initiatives, etc. So here we are talking about economic and social development. So economy. So economy means mostly monetary resources, Indian economy. So everything that is basically dealing with money, profits, finances, etc. Okay, all of these are economic aspects, economic sector. At the same time, there is also social sector. So see, in paper 1, you are dealing with different sectors or different dimensions of India. History of India. History of India also includes culture of India, art and culture of India. Okay, here in this prelims, art and culture is included in the history here. So history of India, geography of India, okay, wherever world affairs is needed, they are clearly telling it, world geography. Or polity of India, economy of India, society, social aspect of India. Okay, next we will see environment. Okay, so different aspect of India and the world in general we are reading. So here we are understanding economic concepts, okay, like GDP, gross domestic product, what is India's economic size, okay, what is budget, okay, these type of economic activities we will see. We will also see social issues, okay, like demographics, the population of India, health, education, what is the education status of India, what are the schemes for education, what are the schemes for health sector in India. Okay, so all of this we will see. There can be common topics also. That is why this syllabus particular portion was merged, economic and social development. Take poverty. Poverty is also economic concept. It is also a social concept. Okay. Then comes general issues on environmental ecology, biodiversity and climate change that do not require subject specialization. See, this portion they are telling you not to become an expert, just have general knowledge. Okay, so they are saying general issues of environment. So we have environment surrounding us, air, water, trees, etc. And unfortunately humans are polluting all of it. Before humans, everything was in balance, nature is in balance, but humans are coming now, we are using plastic and plastic is killing many animals. We are polluting the air using our vehicles and our fuels. Now air is very unbreathable. See the situation of Delhi today. We are creating noise pollution, we are polluting the waters, lakes, rivers, etc. So environment is getting destroyed. So we should know the basic issues of environment, because previously it is not a big subject, but the importance of this environment subject is increasing right nowadays, because if we continue on our path, all humans will get extinct. We all will die, because we are destroying our own environment. So we should understand what is the environment and nature in its natural way. We should understand what we are doing to it. We should understand the solutions to restore the nature. Somehow we have to develop ourselves without harming the nature. This all we will read in this environment subject. Okay, it is divided into ecology, biodiversity, climate change, etc. So do not worry about this. You will all understand these aspects when you go into further. Ecology means the natural state of the nature. Okay, you will understand the natural relations between animals and environment, etc. Okay, the trees, etc. Biodiversity means biodiversity in the biological sphere. Bio means something that is alive. So diversity, different type of animals and plants, etc. we will see here. The importance of having different type of animals and plants. See what happens if there are no plants. We will not have proper oxygen. So we should have plants. If there are no plants, we do not have food. If there are no honeybees on earth, flowers will not get pollinated. Bees actually take the pollen of the male flower to female flower, so that female flower can produce a fruit. This happens because of bees. Plant cannot move. So every species on earth is dependent on another one. We all need each other. So this relation we will explore in this biodiversity. And there is something called climate change. As I said, we are changing the climate, natural climate. We are harming it. So what we are doing it, how to stop the climate change, we will see in this aspect. Okay, that is the explanation of this syllabus line. Now last comes the general science. So general science, they are asking you to understand the general science, not very high level of special sciences. Okay, so basic science given in the basic children textbook. So up to 12th class we have NCERT textbooks, okay, of CBSE candidates. NCERT textbooks. In this NCERT textbook, basic science is there. For all remaining subjects, you can read up to class 12. From 6 to 12, read without any hesitation. Do not have a second thought. Read all NCERTs from 6th class to 12th class. It will give you a very solid foundation. We will try to have our own NCERT course. Our whole channel concept is that to give aspirants of UPSC Civil Services and State Public Services a strong foundation, so that they can continue their own preparation. Okay, so to have a strong foundation, everyone should read NCERTs from 6th class to 12th class, all subjects given in the syllabus. Do not even have a second thought about it. General science, I will say up to 10th class is enough. 6 to 10 is enough. Go selectively. I will tell you in future classes which particular chapters you have to read, but you don't have to read all chapters in 11th and 12th, because if we see the previous papers, past questions of the UPSC is only asking mostly from basic biology and basic environment, which is related to science. UPSC is not asking many questions from physics and chemistry, even most part of biology. UPSC is not asking questions like organic chemistry, which is we will generally study in 11th and 12th classes. UPSC is not asking that. Mostly from basic biology. That is also rare actually. Questions from general science is rare, but those science topics which are in news can be asked, whether in general science or the first syllabus line, current events of national and international importance, it can be asked. So generally there is a term called science and technology. You will keep hearing science and technology. What is science and technology? Science means basic theory science, which is in the books. Technology is the application of science. Like we have electromagnetic theory, electromagnetic waves, how waves work, etc. We will understand in theory, general science. But when we apply it, we convert that theory into practical knowledge, practical technology like mobile phones, computers, etc. Satellites. So the application is technology. How basic biology works, basic cell works, blood works. This is theory, biology. The application is vaccines. So application part becomes very important for UPSC. Science and technology focus more on technology, especially those topics which are in current affairs, which are in newspapers. Okay, so this is about general science. Know the basic things. This is the priority. But rest all subjects are very important except general science. All topics are here more or less same important. Okay, history of India, geography, polity, economy and social development. Okay, and general issues on environmental ecology. This particular thing I'm saying, this is more important these days because previously UPSC Civil Services was a separate exam. Indian Forest Services was a separate exam. But recently, the prelims of Civil Services and the prelims of Forest Services was merged. Same exam. The same exam you are writing for Civil Services is also for the prelims exam of the Indian Forest Services also. So forest services means they should naturally learn more about forest, nature, environment, etc. So the number of questions from environment part is increasing year after year. Okay. So anyway, all of these sections are very important. We have seen GS paper, general studies paper, morning paper of prelims in a very detailed manner. Okay. Moving on to second paper, CSAT paper in the afternoon section. Okay. It starts with comprehension. Again, this is official syllabus of UPSC. Comprehension. What is comprehension? In exam, you will be given a para, English para. You have to read the para. You have to comprehend it. Comprehend means understand it. Comprehension means understanding. You have to understand it, and there will be questions on that paragraph. If you comprehend it properly, if you understand it properly, you would be able to answer the question. So for this, you should know the basic English, and you should have this basic reading habit. From where you will get it? You will get it from the editorials of the newspaper. Okay, so this is comprehension. Next comes interpersonal skills, including communication skills and decision making and problem solving. See, there is something called social intelligence. There are some basic requirements to live effectively in the society for any common man, not just a civil servant. So interpersonal skills, how to deal with other people, between persons. Communication skills, how to communicate with other people, how to make a decision making, how to solve a problem solving. So these are basic social skills. How UPSC will test you? UPSC will give you a scenario. You are a district magistrate and this is the situation. And what you will do in this particular situation? This is how UPSC will ask you. Okay, so these are social skills. Again, to understand this, you should know basic English. Okay, these questions will be very simple, but you have to understand it properly using English. Then comes the logical reasoning and analytical ability. So logical reasoning and analytical ability, that means you should have that ability to pull the logic to reason, to ask questions, to analyze the given information and answer the question. Okay, so you will be given a set of information. See this particular example, pause the video and read it. You will be given some information. You have to understand the logics behind it. You have to analyze the given information, and based on that you should arrive at a conclusion. It is called reasoning process. The whole process of analyzing the information, identifying the logics, arriving to the conclusion is called reasoning. There are different models of reasoning. If you see the logical reasoning section, there are many models: directions, syllogism, blood relations, puzzles, etc. We will discuss all models in detail. Okay, you can follow our channel. We will upload videos covering all the syllabus of CSAT. Okay, from start to end we will try to cover. All models will be discussed in our channel. So after logical reasoning covers general mental ability. What is general mental ability? So here questions will be given and your basic mental sharpness will be tested. How mentally sharp are you? How mentally alert are you? Can you identify the basic logics, basic issues? See this example on the right. Okay, your mental alertness, mental sharpness will be tested through some questions. Next one is basic numeracy. Numbers and their relations, orders of magnitude, etc. Class 10 level. Data interpretation, charts, graphs, tables, data sufficiency, etc. Class 10 level. So this last part deals with numbers. It is called quantitative aptitude section. Basic numeracy means you have to do basic operations with numbers, multiplications, subtractions, additions, divisions, calculating powers, calculating roots. Okay, so that is basic numeracy. Data interpretation means you will be given data and you have to interpret it and answer the questions. See the example here. So this is the actual syllabus of the CSAT. Generally speaking, when common aspirants speak, they will classify this syllabus broadly into three parts: English, logical reasoning and quant. So this first line, comprehension; second one, interpersonal skills including communication skills, and decision making, problem solving. These are usually clubbed under English because you need English to understand this. Next, logical reasoning and analytical ability, general mental ability. They will put this combinedly, these two are called logical reasoning. And the last portion together is called quantitative aptitude. So broadly speaking, there are three sections: English, logical reasoning, quant aptitude. But in detail, this is the actual syllabus. So we have seen detailed syllabus of Prelims, General Studies Paper 1, CSAT Paper 2. Okay. Let us end this video here. In our next video, we will start with mains. Okay. We will see language papers, essay, 4 General Studies Paper, GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4. Okay. And we will also see interview. So optional, there are 48 optionals. We cannot make syllabus explanation of all optionals. But those aspirants whose optional is sociology, you can follow our sociology channel. Okay. So thank you.